I've came on here for months now, telling things about how to live a better and happy life. And everything that I said is completely 100% true. And it's just simple as that. It's the absolute truth. You have to do what makes you happy. And everything around you can be controlled within your own mind. Your mind can be a dangerous thing, and I know I say dangerous a lot, but I don't mean dangerous in the way that you can perceive it or that you would perceive it. I mean dangerous as in it can trap you. It can control you. You have to learn to control it, because if you let and I don't mean control as in you yourself. I mean you need to liberate it and let it control, and let what happen is going to happen. Because going around thinking the worst about everything and stressing over every little thing is not gonna help anything. It always works out in the end. Just remember that it always works out. Stress is not real. Money is not real. There is no other way to put it. And I have been coming on here saying I'm going to explain something, finding the meaning of life, what reality is. I found the meaning of life, and I have found out what reality really is. And it can be scary. It really is a scary fucking thing, but it's also at the same time the most beautiful thing in the world. You can either feel all alone in this world, or you can look at things as these people are your family. This is your purpose of being here. These people are your friends. Don't look at people like they're objects, but also don't look at them like they're real either. Don't give it too much power. Don't give people too much power, but just don't look at them like they're not real. Because if you start looking at people like they're not real, and you start looking at things like it doesn't matter, then that's when you're going to feel like you felt that one day. And I don't ever want to feel like I felt that one day. Being alone is scary. It really is. But knowing that you have created all this for yourself, and knowing the true good in it all, is what is most important. Realizing that the moment you're in is the only moment that matters is the most important. Realizing that this around us right now that's happening is the truth, and the absolute truth is what's important. I can't explain to you guys what life is about. I can't explain to you guys what reality is. Because to put something into words that you would not be able to understand is just an absurdity. It's the definition of insanity. I would be repeating a cycle over and over and over. I would be trying to tell you something that you cannot understand. Do you see where I'm going with this? This is not something that I can say and put into words for anyone. This is something you have to experience. This is something you have to have that moment. That moment when nothing makes sense anymore. That moment to where you realize nothing makes sense. That moment to where everything in your life, everything, your birth, your family, your parents, money, religion, science, the way the human body's composed, the way Earth is here, the way that we're just the right distance from the sun, from the moon, from the importance of water, the importance of eating right, the importance of just food in general. And then you realize how none of it makes any sense. You realize that none of it makes a fucking bit of sense. No matter how you look at it, it doesn't make sense. And then when you get to that point that nothing makes sense, everything will make sense. And that is what reality is. Again, it's something I can't explain. You just have to trust me. And it doesn't matter to me if you trust me or not, because it is what it is. Just like God doesn't care if you believe in him or not. Just like science is the same thing as religion. There is no proof to back it up. It is all numbers. It is all cells and atoms. It is all it. It is what it is. And until you understand that, and until you get that, there is nothing else. This is all that's here, is this. You can feel alone. And you will. You'll feel alone. But just remember, it's the way you look at it. You can either look at this like you're all alone, or you can look at this like this is what you've created and take advantage of it. Because this is heaven. And I don't mean a figurative place in the sky with angels and God and Golden Gate bridges and all this. I mean, this is truly heaven if you look at it that way. And again, it's just your perception. It's the way you look at things. It all comes back down to that. The world is truly yours. And you can do anything in the world. It's just if you choose to. And remember that. It's all about what you choose. And again, I'm sorry I couldn't come on here and deliver this earth-shattering video and explain things the way I thought I could. Because eventually you just realize words can't explain what it truly is. You just have to know.